Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about Riddle Perfume oils. I have the sample set of their oils right here. This was gifted to me by the brand. I had never heard of them before. They just reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to try anything, and I said sure. I didn't know what anything would smell like, so they just sent me the sample set, and I'm so grateful for that because I don't know if I would have chosen what I ended up liking, and I really think this is just like the cutest packaging ever. I was so excited to see it, so it definitely got that dopamine in my brain when I saw it. I love cute little things, and the oils are packaged in little roller balls, so that's nice with the name of all the scents. The only thing that's missing on here in this package is a description of the scents, so I mean that could be a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, on the one hand, you really are smelling them blind if you don't look up what the notes are, and then on the other hand, it would be nice to smell them blind, but then have something else that you can kind of pull out to consult to see what you are actually smelling. And I just thought that would be helpful. But yeah, I was really happy to get this. It's a nice way to try all the scents, see if you actually like it, to discover something new without having to invest in a large bottle. I have been gifted stuff before, perfume before, where I had to choose what bottle I wanted, and I wasn't always happy with my choice. So this is a little bit nicer. I like this way better because I get to smell all of them and then explore that way. So let's talk about what these smell like and what I thought of all the perfumes. I will say that they didn't really smell very unique. I think that's okay. The whole concept is that these are perfume oils and you can layer them. I mean, you can layer anything, but because they're so simple, they lend themselves to layering a little bit better than a more complex perfume was. So really the scent profile for all of them is quite simple, and they're supposed to be understated and kind of, accentuating your getting ready routine. Maybe your bathroom routine is how I kind of see it, and not so much as something that's going to wrap you in a cloud or that's going to have lots of sillage so that other people can smell you. I feel like most of these wear pretty close to the skin, and that's great for when you want something that does that, and even for me, I love perfume, but there's definitely times when I don't want to wear something that's so loud. I want to wear something that's a little bit more subtle and more understated. Like if I'm going to be on a plane or sitting next to people, I don't necessarily want them to get a sense of my perfume unless they're really, really close to me. And so these lend themselves really well to that. I'll start with Original, and Original ended up being my favorite because it is just a beautiful, plain kind of musk. And I just found this scent to be so addictive. And I think it's because the musk is, it's unique, but it's still musky. Like it is recognizable as a musk, and there's something almost a little bit bitter about it. So I found that to be really intriguing. It's not a sweet musk, and it's not an animalic musk. It's not too clean. Like it doesn't smell like laundry detergent to me. There's just something about it that really is very intriguing, and I really enjoyed that. So of all the perfume oils that were in this set, this one ended up being my favorite, and it's the one that I tried first. Probably wouldn't have picked this if I was restricted to just one bottle. But that being said, I do find it to be really soft and does not project at all, and doesn't last the whole day, even doesn't even really last until lunchtime. And so this was definitely one that I would need to reapply if I was going to be wearing it, and that's why I've run out of so much of it. I mean, I really just stopped using it because I wanted to hold on to it, but I did end up getting the 8 ml roll-on of it so that I could use it a bit more generously and I don't have to hoard this little sample anymore. So this original ended up being my favorite. The next one that I really liked is Santal, and that one I left at work, so I don't have that sample with me. It's kind of a very generic sandalwood. I would say if you've smelled the most popular sandalwood perfume that's on the market, you know what Santal smells like, and this perfume oil smells just like that. So if you wished that you could have a rollerball of it in a very affordable formula, then I would maybe try this and see if it satisfies that itch for you, if it scratches that itch for you. It's maybe not as complex as the other sandalwood perfumes that are on the market, but you will get that main sandalwood note that is in all of them. So that one was a favorite, but a favorite that I've smelled in other places before. This one was a favorite that seems familiar just because it is a musk, but I don't have anything that smells like it, so whatever, that was fine. The other one that I finished is X. X is really, really minty, and I liked that. It was very refreshing. Again, it wasn't too loud. It wasn't very long lasting, but I did really like X. I finished that one. The other one that I thought I would like was Sphinx, because Sphinx apparently is original, but with sandalwood in it, like more sandalwood in it. And so I thought it would be like these two combined, the original and the Santal, but it ended up just not really being as good as either of them on their own. Like original on its own is amazing, Santal on its own is amazing, but Sphinx just was okay for me. It wasn't really one of my favorite ones. Then there's Muse. Muse has a coconut note in it, so I liked it. I thought it kind of reminded me of a vacation, but you know, the coconut is synthetic smelling. It's not really like eating coconut, you know, it's not that edible enough and it's not creamy enough. It's like a coconut candy. So it's kind of beachy and vacation-y, but it just wasn't my favorite. Like, I liked it. I would definitely wear it more, and I will wear it more. I enjoy it enough to do that, but just didn't end up really being a favorite. And then let's look at Poppy. Poppy smells a little bit clean. So Poppy smells clean, but also really fruity. Again, because it's so sweet, not a favorite for me. I just don't enjoy fruity smells very much. It really reminds me of like a cereal I used to eat when I was a kid, like maybe, what are they called? Fruit Loops, you know, like they're like the fruity round cereal. And it just reminds me of a box of Fruit Loops, and I can't stand Fruit Loops anymore. So that's what Poppy smells like. But if you like something fruity, then that's a good one to try. And then the last one in this set is Voyeur. There's Voyeur right there. Voyeur is also fruity, but it has a pineapple note in it. Yeah, the pineapple is really distinct. It's tart. It's yummy. I like it, but again, because of the sweetness, it's not my favorite, and definitely not the one that I would enjoy wearing the most. But you know, I'm sure there's someone out there that would like it. I have worn quite a bit of it. It's like maybe a quarter used up or a third used up, but just wasn't my favorite. I would say Poppy and Voyeur are quite strong, and I definitely can't wear as much of them as some of the other ones, but they're still nice. And yeah, Original, Santal, and X were really my favorites of the line. And yeah, really interesting concept, nice packaging, easy to wear perfumes, I would say. I think they've really got something for everyone. So if you're kind of unsure of what you would like, I would definitely get the sample set. And I think when you buy the sample set, you get money back that you can use against a full-size product, so if that's something that you're interested in, you could do that. I think this would make a great present for anyone that is kind of exploring perfume or just getting into perfume or just likes cute little things like I do. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. If you're kind of on the fence of what you should get or whether you should get this set, I would just get the set because I was surprised at what I chose. I think also the descriptions of the perfumes on their website didn't really align with what I was smelling 100%. And I think that's okay. Sometimes, you know, as a brand, you don't want to give all your secrets away. You kind of want people to decide for themselves what they're smelling, and my perception might be different from someone else. Also, you don't want people to be discouraged, right? So you don't want to say necessarily that there's a pineapple note in something because then they maybe won't try it at all. But if you just say that there is you know, fruit in there, then they can kind of decide for themselves, or you can like talk about the vibe that you're supposed to get. And I think, you know, with Voyeur, you're supposed to get kind of a vacation kind of vibe because it has that pineapple and it just reminds me kind of like of pina coladas or something like that. And Poppy, I think, is supposed to be like more young and more fun. And so yeah, maybe like that was intentional, and I totally respect that. I think it's fine. I just found that, you know, even when I was reading the comments, I couldn't get exactly what I was smelling. And to me, the coconut in Muse and the pineapple in Voyeur are really, really distinct. So there's really no mistaking that. And yeah, that's okay. Really enjoyed it. Huge thank you to the brand. They did not ask me to make this video. I had to do a blog post and that's already done. It's posted, but I did end up getting this rollerball afterwards. So I just wanted to share what my impressions were. Hope you guys are doing well and Happy New Year. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you've tried this set or are thinking about it, let me know. I'd be really interested to hear about that. Take care. Bye-bye.